Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Donna, and for those of you not new, thank you so much for continuing to come back and support my channel. Happy day something of Vlogmas. I think we're on like day 11, 12, something. I cannot remember. Because I am recording these videos out of order, but also because I am recording them so pre-filmed, I'm not really certain what day we're on, to be honest, but today my Vlogmas has to do with my favorite article of clothing, well, my favorite, I guess, accessory during this holiday season, or any holiday season for that matter, during the winter. Let's go with that. And this is, I think I have told you guys this before, especially when I did my room tour. We went through my closet that sits over there, and I showed you kind of like a little like pan through of my scarf collection. So today I thought I would go through my scarf collection with you, just tell you a little bit of background about each scarf maybe, and if there is a background to them. I mean, I thought it would be fun. I think that it is fun to go through those kind of things, and it's my favorite holiday accessory. So if you're interested in my scarf collection, please keep on watching. So I thought it'd be easier to bring my scarves over here. I think I'm gonna back you guys up just a little bit. I know that this is probably boring to a lot of people, but I really love scarves. It's my favorite winter accessory, and I just wanted to go through them. I have quite a few. Some of them have quite a bit of a story to them. My first one that I'm going to share with you guys is this one. This is two-sided, so it depends on what I'm wearing. It could go either way. I love this scarf. It is super, super comfy. It's like a blanket. I love that it's two-sided so that you get both pieces of me. One's the more, you know, rosy and feminine piece, and then this side is the plaid and the like more edgier side. I feel I love the color scheme of this scarf. This scarf was at Shopko, and initially it was like $48, and I like a really long scarf, and this one's not exceptionally long. I mean, in half it is only, you know, this big, so it's not exceptionally long. So I wasn't going to pay $50 for a scarf that I wasn't 100% on board with, but it went on sale, and I want to say it was like 12 bucks on sale, so it was definitely worth the price for me at $12. This scarf is a scarf that came to me in a subscription box, I do believe. It is also like dual-sided, but it is more of a like a silk scarf, and it is a Calvin Klein scarf. I would never pay the money that you have to pay for these kind of scarves. It is dual-sided. It is, however, one of those like infinity scarves, and I just feel like my head and my neck are too fat, honestly, for infinity scarves, and I can never figure them out. Obviously, you guys see me battling with it right here, right now. I don't know why it's all twisted there. Is it supposed to be twisted there? I'm not sure. I never wear this scarf because of the fact that it's an infinity, but I love it. It's pretty. This is another infinity scarf. The difference between this one and this one is not Calvin Klein. I can't even remember where I got this one. I want to say a friend got it for me, but it has a really cute button detail here, and it doesn't really do anything, that button detail, and it's not super, super warm because it is kind of spider webby. I feel like this one, the major difference between it and this one by Calvin Klein is it isn't really supposed to be wrapped and wrapped again. It's just, this is how it's supposed to sit, and therefore that's how it sits. Because it is an infinity scarf, I don't really wear it. So the next scarf I have is this one. I'm going to try and leave them. I have my scarves on 3 different hangers, so this is just the first hanger, and I'm going to try and leave them on these hangers how they are, just so that they're easier to like keep in order. So this is an eyelash scarf, and I actually used to work at a finance company, and I had a customer make this scarf for me. It's not necessarily the longest scarf, not necessarily my favorite, but because a customer made it for me, I hold on to it, and it kind of matches my hair. I kind of dig that. I hold on to it because she made it for me, and I just loved her. So this is it. It isn't a very long scarf either. Folded in half, it's you know, I guess it's longer than my screen allows me to show you, but it's still not very long. This is a flannel scarf, and it is from Old Navy. It kind of reminds me of those like homemade scarves. I can't remember where I picked it up. I know that because of the nature of what it looks like, I know I wouldn't have spent money on this, but I think one of my kids got it for me. This is, green is my favorite color. So you're going to see a lot of green in here, but this like chartreusey lime green is probably my favorite of all the greens. Again, another like chartreusey lime green scarf. This one is actually one of my absolute favorite scarves. I picked it up at Fuego and years and years and years ago, and I absolutely love it. It's super light but super warm. So love, love, love that one. This one, my brother and my sister-in-law at the time were on their honeymoon, and they were backpacking through Europe, and they brought this scarf home for me. And the fun fact about it is that it is actually 2 scarves in one, and I can like put my arm into it all the way through it like pantyhose and pull it inside out and have it be brown. But I really, really like green, as you guys have heard me say. So I pull it and it becomes green. This is probably also one of my favorites, just for the sentimental value of it, and because it was purchased for me in Europe, and because I can make it brown or green, depending on, if I'm wearing green, I'll flip it around and make it brown, but one of my favorites. This one I also got from Fuego, and this one is really actually pretty beautiful. It is these really pretty purple paisleys, and then on those paisleys it actually has really intricate beadwork, and it is a scarf that cost me a grip ton of money. I want to say this scarf cost me, maybe it was $85. Just because it's an actual imported, doesn't even have a tag on it from a manufacturer. It was a handmade scarf. So, and I'm pretty sure I picked it up at Fuego, but also one of my favorites, but I don't wear it very often because of its, I don't want to ruin the integrity of it. And because it's handmade, like I just feel really weird about wearing it. Then we have this one, Seattle Mariners. Okay, so I'm not a huge fan of sports. I don't really get involved in sports, but the Mariners, if I had to pick a favorite team of any sport, it would be the Seattle Mariners. I am from Seattle, and we have, you know, a pro baseball team, the Mariners. We have a pro football team, the Hawks, and if you live in that area, like, you live and breathe the sports teams that are from your area. So, like, as with any area. So the Mariners are my thing. I have had this scarf for eons, and you guys can see that it's hardly ever worn because the tag is still like 100% intact. It's not like even been washed. My favorite baseball player is Edgar Martinez. I just thought that he was super sexy and had an amazing accent. I just loved him so, so much. This is another like flannel, almost like homemade looking scarf. This is probably my least favorite scarf. I never wear it. It is made by Fior, I guess. It needs to be dry cleaned. I don't want to dry clean it. It's also super short. You guys can see I can fit the whole scarf basically in this screen, and that's just too short for me. I like a scarf that's really long. So if it's not long, then I ain't gonna wear it. Okay, so I'm wearing something entirely different because I had to go somewhere real quick, but also my camera cut off in my last hanger full of scarves, so I'm pretty certain I got through all of them, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to start with the second hanger of scarves. This one is my everyday wear. This one is super long. When I have it wrapped around my neck, it goes clear to my knees if I leave it just one layer, but I like to wrap it a couple times. A couple ways I wear this is folded in half with my hand through the end here and then just loop it and like that. Or I will just wear it wrapped a couple times around my neck, make it all loose and fluffy hair, and then I will pull this piece through itself and kind of make it all bulky right here. There's that too. Sometimes I feel like wearing a scarf is probably not the best thing for me because I'm a big girl and, have a rather large face, but I like scarves. The next one I have is this guy. This one my mom got for me at Shopko. Shopko is not in business anymore, at least here it's not in business anymore. This one reminds me of a handmade scarf. It's just yarn and it's so warm. This is such a warm scarf. It's also a pretty long scarf. It's just not very wide, and I like them to be wide and long so that I can floof them up and make them look super big. This one was my everyday wear for a long time. It's just a black one. It's not very long, so that's why the blue one took over everyday wear for me. It's just black. It's got this little French detail, but I have worn the poop out of this guy. He's got a couple holes in him, one right here. He's got a nice size hole on the end as well, right there. This hanger is full of some scarves that I don't typically wear a whole lot. I don't like this one as much as I could. I think it came with a hat and glove set, so it's just really thin. I can't even remember where I picked it up, but I don't wear it as much as I could. It's just a black and white and gray striped one. It's not a bad scarf. I just never wear it. This one I only wear with certain outfits because it is a certain shade of green that you really can't get away with all the time. It clashes with a lot of different colors. So I do like it. It's super thin. It's more of a dressy type scarf. It's kind of that almost really thin burlap bag kind of material, but not burlappy. If that makes any sense. This one is rather new to my collection. It also came with a hat and glove set. I think I got it in FabFitFun not that long ago. It's with a hat and glove piece. The fringe on it is super long. It's not necessarily something that I have ever worn. It's not very long in and of itself. So, like I said, I prefer them to be wide and long. So I don't really wear that one very often. This one is brand new to me from FabFitFun. It is pretty wide. It is a nice black and blue and white plaid, and it is really floofy and out there. It's brand new. So it is a $90 or $85 or $75, I think $75 scarf that came in FabFitFun. I'm not sure that I would ever, I don't think that this is worth $75 if I have to be honest. It's kind of frayed on the ends, but it does have, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it does have a nice like stitching line around it so that it doesn't fray so much so that it ruins the scarf. All right, this one was actually handmade in India, and one of my old employees at my old place of business, not Starbucks, but Cottonwood, brought this back for me. She is Indian and went home to visit family and friends and brought this back for me. This is all hand stitched. You guys can see that on the other side. So I don't, in addition to the fact that it's, you know, pink and I don't wear a whole lot of pink, I don't wear this because I don't want it to get destroyed. But that is what the front of it looks like. That is the fringe, which I think is really kind of cool that it's like tied together there, each one. So it's like fringe and then with a nice detail on it. This is really special to me. I would never wear this. And there's this one. I have to be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure where this one came from. It is kind of ugly. But it again is my current work colors. This would go well with it because it's got that like ultra orange in there. But it might look good with like an all black outfit, but I have brought it into my life and loved it and cherished it like all my other scarves. I'm pretty sure my mom got me this one. This one also is like, you know, a sock. You could put your arm all the way through it. I think it is supposed to be an infinity scarf that you put over your head like this. But I don't necessarily love this. So, because those little eyelashy thingies get in your mouth and whatnot. I mean, it's warm. It's warm and it kind of looks cute. This is not how I wear it. I typically will just wear it like a scarf. And this one, because it is pretty long, I can wrap it several times around my neck, which makes me think that there's no reason why I shouldn't wear it like an infinity scarf, but this kind of goes really well with what I'm wearing right now, honestly. And then there is this scarf, which I've only worn a couple times. I've actually thought about decluttering it, to be honest. The problem is it doesn't stay that way. It's soft. It's super soft, and I believe is homemade. I think my mom maybe made this for me. I love scarves, so my mom makes me a lot of scarves. The thing I don't like about it is that you guys can see it's rolling into itself. Like, how do you keep them from doing that? Because I would love for it to be its original form for like ever. I might wear it more if it didn't roll into itself like that, but it's such a pain in the ass when it starts to do that I just can't anymore. This is my last hanger of scarves, and this one is kind of the more colorful scarves, I guess. This one is one that I wear often. I believe I actually picked this one up also at Fuego. It has a really cool like detailing on it. I love the like different colors in it. It's got kind of like a green, kind of, well, like the green is down here more, kind of a green, a purple, a blue. It goes with a lot of things, so I wear this one pretty often as well. This one I picked up at Fuego as well, and I love this scarf. The detailing on it is awesome. I love that you can flip it over and have like a lighter green. It's almost two-sided as well, and it goes with a lot too. They are not super thick, but not super thin, but also warm. And it is a 55% fat pashmina, 45% silk, as is this one. So I wear those ones pretty often as well. This one is a Vera Wang, Simply Vera. So you can pick these up at, I think, Target. But this is one of my favorites. Now, one of the biggest reasons why it's one of my favorites is because it's made of that like yarn that's almost like homemade, right? But it doesn't roll into itself like a lot of my other homemade ones are. And this guy, when it's around my neck, goes almost to the floor. It is like to my ankles. So it is super, super long and just really comfortable. This one my mom made me, and it's kind of a chenille fabric, or chenille yarn. I really like it, but again, it gets super thin, and I'm not a super thin scarf kind of person. But like, to get this fabric as wide as I like them, like this is, you know, as wide as I like it, it would take 800 skeins of yarn to get that. But this was also one of the first ones my mom made me, and it is super short. So I don't wear it all that often, but it is a cute little scarf for like just a little accessory, just a little tiny accessory with some purple shirts and whatnot. This one I actually don't like much at all. It is way too thick. It's like double. It feels like it's double thickness as far as the yarn that was used for it. It's 100% acrylic. It doesn't feel very good. It's not super, I mean, it is super, it's hot, but it's not super warm, if that makes any sense. It doesn't have any kind of give to it. It is super, super thick. It's a hot scarf that isn't super warm and doesn't have a lot of give. I like it to move with me, not move away from me. I find that it falls off me all too often. This one is not bad. It is one that I don't wear very often because the color scheme of it is just a little odd, honestly. And I can't honestly remember where I got it. I think my mom gave it to me, but I don't think that she made it. But there's no tag on it to tell me who made it or what it's made out of. It feels homemade, but not all at the same time. It is a thicker scarf, so it does keep me warm. But a lot like this one, it is a little more stiff. So it doesn't feel like you can, you know, it's not the fabric that you can like really manage to make a cute like scarf ensemble out of. It's a little more thicker and stiff. And this color scheme honestly is not, I mean, I don't wear this very often. It's very like salmon with some orange and some gray in there, and I don't really, and it doesn't look good on my skin, honestly. It's very flesh toned. And then the last one I have here is this one, and I bought this when I went to, I think I bought this in the Grand Caymans. It's not a hugely long scarf, but it is this beautiful lime green color that I love, love, love so much. And if it was okay to wear scarves in the summer, I definitely would, because I feel like this is more of a summer weather kind of scarf. But this is my absolute favorite color on the planet. Green is my favorite color, but this green in particular is just so pretty and bright and fun and sunshiny and happy. It just reminds me of a happy time, a happy vacation, best vacation I've ever had in my life. And it reminds me that I want to go back there someday. So That, my friends, is my scarf collection. I know it is not something that is usual for my channel, but I do hope that you enjoyed it. I have so many scarves, and I just love scarves. They're my favorite wintertime accessory. I love it when fall and winter roll around because I know I get to use my scarves again. Like I said, it's not like kosher to wear scarves in the summertime. Otherwise, I would totally be sporting this guy. It's definitely too dang hot to wear them in the summertime. I hope that you guys enjoyed my video and my little tour of scarves here and the memories that go along with a lot of these scarves. I hope that you find that December is treating you kindly. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope that you had fun, and until next time, bye guys. Also, I'm not certain how long that lipstick was on my teeth. I'm also uncertain why nobody told me it was there, but I apologize for that. I'm not going to re-record that little intro right there. I love you guys.